Okay, look, I don't know. I've been wanting to do one of these by myself for a little while. I just thought I might go try something a little bit differently here. Zelda's always been one of those sort of things that I really love. I don't care what it is. I'm not, like I said, I've had a very big affinity for Zelda games over the years. I mean, clearly they're on my list. There's a fair few games on there that I really would like to complete. There's a couple of games on there that I've actually completed like almost every year for, well, for ages now. So what I want to do is just a little bit of a ranking here, just to, we'll just post it up on the Discord. We'll see if we get some fiery people happening. There's still a couple that I haven't played yet, so I thought, look, while I'm here, I might as well just do a little bit of something. Let's start off with this one here. Link Between Worlds. This game was really good. This is basically the follow-up to my favorite. I mean, do we need to? Like, do we even need to talk about this one at this point? It's always, I can't throw it higher. I won't let me. Literally, I can't go any higher than A Link Between Worlds is basically the follow-up to it. Now, it incorporated, like, this is a very similar sort of world and stuff like that. It was like a reimagining, I suppose. Wasn't quite as good as the first one. Still didn't hit as hard. The music was great, the gameplay was great, all that sort of fun stuff, but it just didn't hit quite as hard, if you know what I mean. So I'm gonna put that down there in an A rank. Four Swords, I played a little bit of it, didn't really play a great deal. I mean, I'll put that down there in a, I put it as a C. It's a C rank. I mean, there's not really anything gonna be below a C rank. Now, this is just gonna be my order of them, I suppose, just in order of the game's best to worst, I suppose, because there's really not enough. We'll put that down there somewhere. I mean, Four Swords and these, like the GameCube version and the Game Boy Advance version, I mean, they're basically the same thing. Oh, Link's Awakening. Now, I haven't played the original. I never played the original. I think I may have played it for like an hour or so with a friend. He had it back on the Game Boy Color itself. The first real Game Boy one that I had was the Oracle of Seasons there. But it's above these because I played the remake and the remake was really good. It was a lot of fun, but the original, I mean, it's showing its age. Majora's Mask, straight B rank. It's great, it's good, it's fun, it's entertaining, but my God, resetting the game every 3 days in there I didn't like the mechanic. I don't like time constraint. I like to be able to take my time with a Zelda game. Explore the world, explore what's going on. But to have my hands tied behind my back, yeah. Ocarina of Time. It's perfect. Like, as far as a follow-on from A Link to the Past, I don't know, they couldn't have done better. That thing was just incredible. I've got so much nostalgia for it. And even like the intro music. Yeah, it's just a freaking amazing game. It's so damn good. Now, these two here, I'm going to put them both at A rank. Now, I had Oracle of Seasons as a kid, but I never had this one. I played it, I beat it. It's on my list. I'm playing it again now. I always like this one a little bit better because, I mean, you got 4 seasons here, so you have to change and change and change. Well, this is just backwards and forwards in time. It's sort of very much akin to Ocarina of Time here. Back and forward between worlds, back and forwards between time, and then just all 4 different seasons. I love the idea of the seasons. It really did increase the gameplay a lot, but it sort of tied your hands a little bit there. No, the Phantom Hourglass. Yeah. Haven't played that one, and same with that one there. And the Minish Cup was okay, but again, about that. I mean, this has just had a remake as well, this one here. I only played a little bit of it, and it was pretty well a C rank, like the bottom of the C rank for me. They have remastered it, and they've fixed the controls, which I was just so clunky using the Wii remotes and just, wiggling around and all that sort of stuff. So I think I'm gonna leave it there. No, above that, because I mean, maybe not this particular version of it, but this game, now that it's been remastered, yeah, it's awesome. It's actually really, really good. I played a little bit of it. I haven't finished it yet, but hey, there's still time. What do we got? I can't even see what that is. Oh, Spirit Tracks. That game was hilarious, actually. I quite like Spirit Tracks. A little portable game. I think that was on the DS. It was a lot of fun, actually. I really liked that one. Very unique. But I'll probably put it below. Oh, see, I can't really put A Link to the Past down there, can I? Oh, that's A Link's Awakening. Don't worry. See how they're so similar. I mean, what? They're basically the same thing. Let's just zoom in. How similar are these two? I mean, how do I differentiate from that far away? That's ridiculous. Link's Awakening down there and A Link to the Past down there. All right, The Adventures of Link. Zelda 2. Where do you think? I'd put it there. B rank. I loved it. As a kid, it was ridiculously hard. Why did they put Death Mountain as like the 3rd bloody dungeon? That's the worst thing. That's the worst thing they could have done to that game. That's what really killed it. If they had moved the Death Mountain dungeon until last, like as the last dungeon, like it always usually is, it would have been awesome. Yeah, it would have been perfect. The difficulty spike early on was so hard, and then the final boss was ridiculously difficult as well. So it's quite an infamous boss. The OG. I'm gonna put it there. Oh. just because it's so nostalgic, it's so OG, it's got all the staples, it does all the puzzles, it does everything so well. It's just an overall really freaking amazing game. So well made. It deserves that spot. Wind Waker. Also, I really had a lot of fun with Wind Waker. The art style took me a little while to sort of warm up to, but then again, at the end of the day, like, that's what it's all about, and it was a lot of fun. I really liked it. I love the the mechanics of it. I love the seafaring idea behind it. I played the remaster on the Wii U. I really liked it. I liked the use of the motion or the touchpad. I liked all of it. I think it was just a really well-made game. As far as a Zelda game though, it was pretty good. I don't know. It didn't hit anywhere near as hard as the OG sort of stuff for me, but it was up there. It was still pretty damn good. Twilight Princess. I'm gonna give that another A rank. I really loved that one. It was dark, it was gritty, it was different, it was transformations. The clunky controls on the Wii were annoying, because that's what I played it on. I never played it on the GameCube. Probably would have been a lot better. Yeah, I don't know. I reckon I'm gonna put that one over there. And let's be real. Let's be real. That's a masterpiece in every sense of the word. Now look, obviously it is actually it's a Wii U game. And people got to realize that it was a Wii U game first. That's why it's not full HD, it's not 4K graphics, it's not going to be absolutely top notch. But they were working on it so much so that they released it on the Wii U. And to be able to put out a game of that sort of substance on the Wii U, freaking incredible. Obviously the transportation over to the Switch and all the subsequent DLCs and whatnot were really well received. I love the game. I've completed it. The only thing I didn't do was collect all the 900 and something Korok seeds, because that's just an absolute waste of time and you get nothing for doing it. But I finished every boss. Well, it was only like bloody 4. I finished every shrine, all 100 of them. I did pretty well everything I could possibly do in that game other than find the Korok seeds. So, I don't know. I can't put it above the other two. I just don't have the nostalgia for it. Link to the Past, the music on A Link to the Past is just next level. Especially, it just hits me something differently. It's by far my favorite Zelda game, and it's I don't know. I don't know whether it is my favorite game of all time, but if it's not number 1, it's number 2. There's only a few really top games that I'll actually consider as my number 1. Yeah, that's definitely a contender. We'll get to eventually my favorite games. I'll just pick out like my favorite top 50 or something like that, and we'll just. So that way you'll get a bit more of an idea of the variety of games that I play as well. So, like I said, I just wanted to sort of throw a couple of these together. I think they're a bit of fun to do. And gives you guys a little bit more of an insight into how my my mind works as far as what sort of style of game that I like. I mean, I love the OG top-down sort of ones, but then I love the open world sort of stuff, and that really shows across these ones where they're just the main staples of the series. These two, I want to jump in and play. I will eventually, but we'll see how that goes. We might add them to the list of games that I want to play at some point. We might even do some of them on just a random night or something like that, because I don't think they're going to take overly long to finish, even if we just chuck a couple of hours a night into them or something like that. Alrighty, well, that's another list done. Stay deadly, y'all. See y'all soon.